Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. If you're new here, I'm Allison, and if you're not new here, then I'm just glad you decided to come back. Today, first off, I want to say Happy Easter if you celebrate that, and if that's when you're watching this. Otherwise, I hope you're just having a great day. But today we're building an apartment in Myshuno. This is the 19 Culpepper house, so it's up in the Spice District. Ends up being a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment. It is the needs TLC apartment, which is kind of annoying because this is like one of the best apartments in my opinion because it has like the balcony and I don't know, it's like perfect size. But yeah, just we're building it today. I was kind of going for like a boho plant mom vibe, so on the balcony I end up putting a little planter pots and the not the flower arranging table, but like the flower decorative table that came with Eco Living. But anyway, we're just kind of getting started with the floor plan. I hope that your Sunday or your day is going well. I hope that also this sound quality is pretty good. I finally found my normal like Apple wired headphones. So I'm hoping that this sound quality from the microphone is maybe better because before I was like using my wired Beats, which is fine and it's kind of nice because it's like noise canceling. But now I feel like you can hear, I don't know. Now I can hear a lot more, so I'm just a little worried. But yeah, I didn't go to boho because I brought a lot of bricks in just because of where this apartment is located, but I also really kind of like the balance of like bricks and greenery. I thought it turned out really, really nice. And I never use like I mean I don't say never, but I rarely don't use like a matching fridge and stove. And I didn't in this build. I used a stove from, oh my goodness, Mount Kohlrabi. What's that pack called? Snowy Escape. And I also used the trash can from there. And then I used a fridge from Cottage Living. But yeah, with this apartment just kind of slowly coming together, I really liked how it turns out. It took me a little bit. I had to like break it over 2 days just because I went through like a little bit, like last week I like barely played The Sims, and then this week I found this old save file that I hadn't played in a while. It was like an extreme cottage living. Like I started off with nothing, and I had like all of the lot challenges, and then I was like slowly like spinning a wheel every day to kind of see what my goal would be. So like maybe it was like remove a lot trait, or it was like try for a baby, or I don't know, just a whole bunch of like stuff that could cause stress. And when I first opened it, I was like overwhelmed with everything I had to do. I was like, I have a llama, I have a cow, I have chickens, my garden needs to be weeded, I don't have any money. I was a little overwhelmed, but and then like I also had a newborn, and so I was like, and I'll have an infant soon, and it's just gonna be so much work. But I have like the life stage on long, like lifespan on long. Excuse me. So I don't know. It's coming together really nice. Oh, we were basically almost already done the living area. But as I was saying, this apartment I imagine was like for a set of like plant roommates. I guess I actually didn't say that, but I imagine they like plant mom roommates. So they both really like plants, and they kind of have a similar decorating style. So it works out really nice for their like common spaces. I mean, they have like different favorite colors, but I just really liked using like all of these plant things that I never get to use in my normal decorating, like that cart. Like I rarely use it, and like I kept finding myself like finding new plants that like I don't use that often. But yeah, it was just kind of a fun decorating style. But yeah, what else do we have going on? I'm hoping to get another build out next Sunday, obviously. I don't, I feel like now that I'm only doing one video a week, I'm like, what do I even say in a voiceover? Like, this voiceover is not even long. Like, we're what, 4 minutes in, and I'm already like, I don't know what else to talk about. But I did finally get to use that group of plants from the new Growing Together expansion pack. You can see it right here in the living area. And it So, I just wish they would have given us the plant separately, or just given us the monstera. Oh my goodness, I literally don't know what I'm talking about. But I wish they would have just given us them separately, because it'd be so much easier to use. I think like bunches are like so hard to use just because it's like not bunched enough, but like bunched too much. I feel like you can't use it. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but I don't know. And there's yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's like I guess I'm kind of going off a little bit of sleep. I got like 7-ish hours of sleep. I worked a double yesterday, and it was a painfully slow double because like it was obviously like Easter weekend, so not a lot of people were going out to the bar, you know. But it just was not a fun time. I probably should like keep track of where this microphone is, because if you're like sitting in my neck, you probably can't hear me very well. So I'm very sorry if the audio for the last few minutes was a little rough. But like another thing in this apartment that I don't usually use is like this basket, like the shelving basket. And I thought putting plants on it was just adorable. And I don't use it that often, but it like worked really well in here. But yeah, so we're just about done with the living spaces. Then we just have the bedrooms and the bathrooms. The one smaller bedroom I actually gave an ensuite to, and then the bigger bedroom does not have the ensuite, but it's like right next to the terrace. Oh, I guess we still have... Oh my goodness! I am yawning so much. But, we still have to decorate the kitchen, which makes sense. I put a dishwasher in here also. And then we have the teas, and I also put this little bunny in here, and I thought it was adorable. I think it's adorable, as I just said. And then I put some like flowers up, acting like they were dried herbs, and another plant. I think I get like this orchid, which is something I rarely use. Like another one of those things that I like rarely use, I guess. And now we're going into the bathrooms. I did put laundry in this build, just because with the pipes, I always like to try to include laundry. I don't know. They remind me of like the pipes that you'd find like in a laundry room or something like that. So I was trying to include that in this build. There is no tub. I just have 2 showers, 2 toilets, 2 sinks. I mean, I have 3 sinks technically. Oh my goodness. Because of the kitchen sink. But I imagine that this bathroom was mainly like the one for the roommate without the ensuite. So I put like a green robe in here, and then I put a yellow robe in the other bathroom just to kind of signify, I don't know, their favorite colors. I tried to tie those colors into their rooms respectively, but I don't know. I didn't really clutter up the bathrooms too terribly much, but I tried to add at least some clutter in each of them. And it's also kind of rare that I'm showing both bathrooms, but I was kind of like just building them together so they looked like they fit, because like in an apartment, like the bathrooms are going to have like very similar fixtures. So I guess that's kind of what I was trying to go for. And then I used this bed that came with Island Living, which is one that I don't use very often. And then I layered some laundry day rug, just another thing I don't use very often. I just think a common thing for this build is stuff that I don't use very often, just because it's a little bit harder to like pull into your traditional suburban family home. But I also imagined this sim was a conservationalist or something kind of like that. I imagine maybe they came from Sulani, or their dream is to eventually move to Sulani, and maybe they're studying that in school, or I don't know. But I also rotated that koi painting with the tool mod, and I don't know, I really like rotating that painting in particular, because it feels like, I don't know, like there's a build, the industrial penthouse, which I'll link up above in a card, where I rotated it and I did like mirror images of them and put them in the master suite, and I thought that turned out really, really nice. But yeah, we're just kind of cluttering up this room. I also put a guitar in here because I imagine maybe the sim also enjoyed playing the guitar. But yeah, sorry, I just cut out. I was like shifting how I was sitting and I accidentally like exited out of the video and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get that back open so I can continue discussing. Oh my goodness, words are terribly hard this morning, as I mentioned before. But anyway, yes, the guitar, I ended up putting a little TV in that room along with some like stuff up on the wall, which I kind of imagine went with her conservationalist. Words are very, very hard this morning. And now I'm kind of decorating a little office. You could turn this into another bedroom if you wanted, but I kind of only wanted a 2 bedroom, and I was like, a nice office space. It's kind of open. 2 other spaces would be nice. So that's why I did have a nice desk, a computer, and then a whole bunch of plants again, because obviously there's plant moms. They could be plant dads or plant parents if you want, obviously. Like, I'm not trying to say that you can only have 2 females living in here, but my experience as a female is just to kind of, like, I guess, go to what's common with me. And, like, obviously, I view myself as a mom, so I build things for, like, moms more than dads, but maybe that'll be something I'll build next. I was thinking about maybe doing, like, a vacation home in Mount Komorebi soon, because I think that'd be a nice change of pace from what I normally build. And yeah, I guess we'll see if I get that done this week or if I'll do it next week. I imagine I'll probably do it this week, but who knows to be certain. But yeah, this room is really coming together. I got some postcards up here now on this cork board, which I love doing. I love the postcards so much. I think it's just a nice, fun way to kind of add a touch of uniqueness to a build. But yeah, we're just in the final bedroom now. I end up kind of making a makeshift vanity with this tile table, which is maybe not quite their style, but I really like it. It turned out really, really nice in my opinion. And I do get rid of that plunger box just because I think it was kind of blocking like what I was going for. And I overlay these mirrors. I think, are they the ones... I don't know what pack those ones came in. Oh my goodness. I don't think they came with Growing Together because I swore that I used it before I built a Growing Together house. Before Growing Together came out. I have no clue where those mirrors came from. Oops. And then I finally added a hamper because I realized I was going to add a fake one, but then I remembered I added laundry and I didn't have a hamper, so I put it in a real one. And now we're just adding some rugs, and then we'll get some end tables, and then we'll probably, we'll get some more plants, obviously. But then we'll end up going outside, and that's pretty much this build. Like, there's not too much more left, so if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see something kind of similar, I post videos every Sunday, so go ahead and hit that subscribe and come back next week. It'd really mean a lot to me. And then also, if you want to build this, if you want to build it, you can build it. But if you want to download this apartment, it's available on the Sims 4 gallery under my EAID. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!